Hi everyone, I'm Charles Campos and I'm from, of course, Learning Center. And today I'll help you to answer the question, how do you say eu fiz, eu comi, eu brinquei, eu joguei in English? When people ask this question, whenever they ask this question, the vast majority of the answers will be like, hey, how do you say eu fiz? And your friend will go like, I did. And what about eu vi? The answer will be, I saw. And what about eu comi? The answer will go like, I ate, right? But from now on, I'd like you to say, well, actually there are two forms. Eu fiz could be I did or I have done. Eu vi, I saw or I have seen. And eu comi, I ate or I have eaten. Yes, there are two forms. And then you ask me, how do you know the correct form to use? My answer would be like, well, whenever you use words that give you a perception of past, whenever you use words that give people a perception of past, you use these words, perception of past, like yesterday, last week, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, when I was a child, in February, last night, and then you use this form to say, eu fiz, eu vi, comi, I did, I saw, I ate. On the other hand, whenever you use words that give people a perception of present, like today, this week, recently, this year, ever, not yet, never, or if you don't use any words, then you also give a perception of present and you say, I have done, I have seen, I have eaten. Alright? So I'll give you some quick examples. For example, comi pizza ontem. So ontem, yesterday. So in English, yesterday gives me a perception of past. Then I should say, I ate pizza yesterday. What about if I say this week? Well, this week gives a perception of present. So this week. So I have eaten pizza this week. And in both examples, you are saying eu comi. I ate or I have eaten. This is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is, have here is not ter. It's not eu tenho. It's just part of the structure. That's just the way it is. Just memorize it. Like I did, I have done, I saw, I have seen, I ate, I have eaten. That's my advice to you, and your English will be more natural, more fluent, and you will not think in Portuguese. This is one of the ways of not thinking in Portuguese. Correct? And now let's have a quick practice, a very quick practice, so that you can have a better notion on how to use it correctly. So, number 1, I ate pizza last night. Oops, eat. Last night, I ate pizza last night. I ate pizza last night because last night gives you a perception of past. I pizza today. Eat. Today, perception of present. I have eaten pizza today. I have eaten pizza today. 3. I Spider-Man last week. See. Last week, perception of past. So here I say eu vi, I saw Spider-Man last week. Number 5, my workout yet. Yet. Yet here is not yet, not until now. Until now is a perception of present because it's until now. So I haven't done my workout yet. I haven't done my workout yet. Haven't, have not. Haven't. Negative form. 6. They a new car this year. Buy, okay? Buy a new car. Buy, bought. Oops. They, third column, they have bought a new car this year. And then you ask me, what's the correct verb form? How do you know the verb forms? Well, you can easily find it on the internet or ask your teacher for one, right? Ask your friends for one. Any student who has been studying English for some time, I'm almost sure that they have this list. here, oops, upside down, the correct side. Go, here have a base form, simple past, past participle. So in English, there is this verb list you can find on the internet with these 3 verb forms, these 3 columns. The first one is usually called base form, you don't need to know this ugly name. The second one is usually called simple past, it's the second column. And the third column, it's the past participle. So this is this very third column. So whenever you have words that give you a perception of present, you say I have done, I have seen, I have eaten. And for all the other verbs, you use this third form, have plus the third form. On the other hand, whenever you use words that give you a perception of past, you use the verb in the second form, here called simple past, right? This is the second form. So you usually find it on the internet, you can download it and start working on it. And then let's go back to our exercise. They, a new car this year. They have bought a new car this year, because this year is a perception of present. Sue, a new car in 2017. We are in 2018, so in 2017, perception of past. Sue bought a new car in 2017. Tom, his homework. Tom, he has. Tom has. Tom has done his homework, because you are not using words that give you a perception of past or perception of present. And then it's this case, when you don't use any words that give you a perception of present or past, then it also goes in this form. It's also a perception of present in English. Tom, the proposal, email. Email is also a verb. So Tom has emailed the proposal. Emailed. Tom has emailed the proposal. Kathy, a BMW, never drive. Kathy has. Kathy has never driven a BMW. Drive, drove, driven. Kathy has never driven, because never means until now. Until now, a perception of present. And now, let me also say to you that the form you use, this one or this one, and let me remind you of the names. So this first form here, I did, I saw, I ate, is called, just in case you want to do more research and look for it on the internet, is simple past. Simple past. And this other form is called present perfect. Present perfect. It's actually more precisely called present perfect simple. Present perfect, right? And then here, the use of present perfect is not about the situation happening recently, or whenever it's recent I use this form, if it's not recent I use the other form. I would not say that, and I can prove it to you. It's all about perception. It's all about the words you use. For example, if you say here, let's say this is your schedule for this week, the things you did on Monday, today is Friday, on Monday you saw a movie, on Tuesday you ate pizza, on Wednesday you went to the club, and today here did the food shopping. If you talk about this event, today's Friday, if you say that you did it on Monday, you say, I saw a movie on Monday. I saw a movie on Monday. Because Monday is in relation to Friday is past. You are using a word that gives you a perception of past. On the other hand, if for the same event you say this week, because Monday is this week, right? Friday and Monday are within the same week. Then you say, I have seen a movie this week. So, and I'm talking about the same movie. It was on Monday. So this is just to prove that the form you use does not depend on when it happened, whether it was recent or not. It's all about the words you use. I saw a movie on Monday. I have seen a movie this week. And the same thing about buying a car. We are in April, let's say. You bought a car in January. January is this year. if you say in January, if you refer to the fact that you bought a car in January, you say, I bought a car in January. You use the simple past. I bought a car in January because you are saying in January. But for the same car, for the same acquisition, if you say this year, because January is this year, then you should say, I have bought a car this year. The same form, bought? Yes, because it's a coincidence. Buy, bought. The second column and the third column have the same form. So that's about it. This is the difference between the simple past and the present perfect. I hope you could understand it, and I will record more videos about this grammar point. There are some other videos I can record to complement, to expand your knowledge. So if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and also share it, recommend it to your friends, to your contact list. Thank you very much. See you next time.